Welcome back to the Fluent Podcast. I'm your host, Ebony.
And I'm Tiffany.
And we're excited to be doing episode 3.
Episode 3. We're here.
Oh, Tiffany first.
I'm a little under the weather.
Okay.
So if I sound weird, that's why. And it's okay.
You pretty much sound the way you normally sound.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Before you get warmed up. I can't wait for the audience to meet Tiffany. Because Tiffany comes across as this mild. You know what? I'm not going to tell y'all anything else about her. We'll see. You guys will see.
Listen, what you see is what you get.
But I do want to thank the audience for being here and thank them for listening and sharing and creating a space for us to have these conversations. Mm-hmm. What I'm finding is that our second episode about the apology, we received a lot of feedback and we truly appreciate the feedback. Mm-hmm. Our listeners, because they're not viewers yet, but our listeners are really engaged and they're giving us feedback that's constructive and productive. Mm-hmm. And they're letting us know about our audio and what we're posting on Instagram. And we're like, welcome, family. Mm-hmm. As we say on Instagram, Fluent Fam. Thank you for just the insight and the information that you all have given us. We will continue to take that feedback and week over week. Mm-hmm. We've been able to make those adjustments and we'll continue to do so.
Yes, I appreciate everybody taking time out of their day to give us a listen and to share your thoughts on how we're growing. So I appreciate that.
I think that, like I said, the DMs that people have sent us, the text messages, and then also we don't take your time lightly. I think that's important to point out. We know that you could be listening to many things and spending your time doing so many different things. So we do appreciate you guys taking the time. And I know I said in the first episode that I'm working on you guys, but it's only been a few weeks and I'm not doing that great. So if you want to give me that feedback, I will probably change faster if I get the feedback. Because I'm a feedback kind of girl. That said, after the second episode, I've been reflecting a lot, Tiff. Mm-hmm. I've been reflecting because we do think about our episodes. We talk through it and we've had these conversations since the summer. And then we kind of come together and be like, okay, what are we going to talk about today once we hit the record button? But when I reflected back on it after listening to it and then talking to my therapist about a closure conversation with my children, it led me to wanting to say sorry to them. And the reason why I want to say sorry to both my children specifically is around not having a divorce that allowed for kindness. Mm-hmm. And when I say that, I say the kind of divorce where your mom and dad can still be in the same room and there's no tension. So I want to apologize to my children for not having a divorce where there was kindness. I also want to say to those of you who are currently separated and in the process of getting a divorce, that you can heal from divorce. I went through intense therapy during my divorce. I actually saw a divorce therapist, which I never knew that was a such thing, where somebody specializes in divorce. So if that's something that you're not aware of, I strongly recommend it. It was a game changer for me, and my personal therapist recommended it. And I was really annoyed with her when she did, but was so pleased with the outcome after. So that would be my first recommendation, because I have healed from my marriage and I've healed from the divorce. And I only want the best for him. I actually met his current wife during my daughter's undergrad graduation, and her energy was a 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. A 10 out of 10. And you remember I told you that back in May. Yeah. I loved her energy. And more importantly, my kids only have to say wonderful things about her, and that is what's important. So I want to say to all the people currently going through divorces or divorcees, there is life after divorce. There is love after divorce. There is so much after divorce. But ultimately, I do want to send my kids an apology and say sorry for not having a divorce of kindness.
That's amazing. And that's what healing sounds like, is when you're able to acknowledge the things that you probably didn't do the best at in your past. But yeah, you stop bleeding on others and start choosing peace.
Oh my God. There it is.
There it is.
So let's bridge the gap. Let's bridge the gap, because peace isn't passive. Peace is protected. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about peace today. You feel good about that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about peace today. So when I think about peace, I think about defining it. And what's interesting is I know my therapist wants to talk about peace next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great segue.
Okay.
That's a
So,
great segue.
what do you define peace as? Like, what would you say?
So peace for me is safety in my body and clarity in my mind. Ooh, hold on. I gotta sit with that for a second. Peace for me is clarity in my body. Safety in my body and clarity in my mind. Peace for me is alignment and choosing what honors my values. And what I've learned, shout out to Tech Me Out, because we had many conversations about about compromise and sacrifice. And what I've learned after the last 2.5 years in a relationship was you can compromise and you can sacrifice, but the one thing that you will not change is your values. And anytime you're conflicted and your peace is not in clarity and peace of mind, go back to your values. Anytime I go back to my values, there's no wavering, there's no compromise, and there's no sacrifice. So there is compromise and there is sacrifice in life, but your values, for me, you don't waver on.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You don't waver on. What would you define peace as? Why are you laughing?
Because, like, my peace, I mean, yeah, that sounds good, but for me...
Oh, Lord, here we go. Brace yourself, guys. This is the one. Brace yourselves. This is my military queen.
For me, peace, honestly...
Leo energy coming.
Peace is learning how to be comfortable with my life and the things that are going on around me, even when there are uncomfortable situations. Like, I don't allow the things that are happening to determine my happiness and my joy. Nice. Like, because my peace, like you said, I protect it at all costs. You ain't finna come over. You not finna stress me out. What's the problem? I can't help you.
Do we say fitting in New York? Did you get that from David?
She's a child of the world, baby.
She's a child of the world. I love that. Hashtag child of the world. That's something short. I love that. No, on a serious note, I'm sorry to make light of what you just said, because you're firm in your thought process around who and what is around you, what that feels like, and I fuck with that. If
I use more brain bites to try to help you figure out what the fuck you got going on than I use for myself, I'm good.
If I use more brain bites
to help you
than I use for myself,
I'm good. I'm quietly detaching. Because, bitch, yeah.
That quietly detaching. That's
I mean, at the end of the day, I have to find the energy to get out of my bed every day.
My brain bites.
With everything I have going on in my life, all the shit I've been through in my past, I still have to find the energy to get up and walk this earth.
But I think peace is also not the absence of problems. I think it's the presence.
Exactly. Yes.
The presence of self-trust.
Yes.
And that's what I'm working on now. It's that self-trust. It's self-trust. It's also about, as I said, through this healing journey with the leveling up. And it depends. All of our healing journeys are so different. And my therapist did want to make sure that I said to our audience, it is so important that you find the right therapist to unlock these conversations with.
Yes.
Tiffany and I are under care.
Yes. We're therapized.
We're therapied. And we're speaking our healing journey out loud to you. And we're hoping not to trigger anyone. But we are hoping to motivate you so that you can speak your therapy out loud, so you can heal. Because this journey, although difficult, and we've said that, it is the most remarkable thing you can ever go through.
It is. And just to be clear, this is my 3rd time in therapy. Like, I go to therapy when I start. Yes. Therapy is not something you do one time and then you're like, oh, I feel great. No, you got to keep doing that shit until feeling great is your norm, is your baseline.
I think too, when you say that, for me, I think about peace being protected and not negotiated. That's the unlearned for me right now.
You've negotiated your peace before?
Oh, yeah. I know you look at me and remember I told you last episode, let's talk about the bad, because I'm a bad bitch. I was one of the bad bitches I was talking about last. I'm a bad bitch. Let's think about it. That said, and it's not you're a bad bitch because of the way you look. You're a bad bitch because of your mind. You're a bad bitch because of your lifestyle. You're a bad bitch because you're a dope ass mom. You're a bad bitch because you're a dope ass friend. There's so many reasons why you're a bad bitch.
Because you get to that bag.
We're getting to the bag. But you're also a bad bitch, and you may have unlearned how to protect your peace. I'm relearning that shit now. So that's why I said last episode, bad bitches, stand the fuck up and understand that it's not a straight line. It's not a straight line. So I can be honest with our audience and say, hey, I've been through a divorce. I don't look at a divorce as I didn't accomplish something. I have 2 dope, badass kids.
For real.
They're the truth. Yeah. So it wasn't a failure.
I mean, but even with like the time that y'all have spent together over 2 decades, you've learned. Yeah,
ex-husband.
Yes, you've learned so much about yourself.
100%.
So it can never be a failure.
100%. But I think that's the thing.
People look at it.
People look at it. It is not a failure for me. It taught me so much. He gave me the motherfucking blueprint. Hey, I have the blueprint. I'm sure he is becoming a dope ass husband again, and I will be a dope ass wife. I have the blueprint, and I practiced. I get it. I get it. But what peace is not, Tiffany, peace is not silence to avoid conflict for me. It's not. So what is peace not for you? Since we talked about what peace is, what is peace not for you?
I would agree. Peace, like silence to avoid conflict. Oh, girl. Ignoring red flags. Ignoring red flags.
Peace is not emotional numbness.
That's crazy. Just thinking about that. Like,
well, what does annoying red flag, what is it in English? Ignoring red flags. What does that really mean?
That's when you meet someone and they do or say something and you like, I don't like that shit, but you didn't say nothing.
I've never done that. I always ask the follow-up question, but I learned, I'm glad you said that. That's why I set you up. I'm glad you said that because that's where I got disjointed in the red flag. Most people be like, oh, I don't like that. And they disregard the red flag. I never did that. I asked follow-up questions with a red flag. And a red flag is a red flag.
Period.
So I love the period, but here's the thing.
Oh, semicolon.
Shout out to Everyday Cachet.
Semicolon.
She love a good and my therapist said it to me this way. There are 2 signs that you know that have the color red in them. What are they? The stop sign and the yield sign.
Oh, I was thinking zodiac signs.
So those 2 signs, right? I looked at the follow-up to a red flag as a yield. I now have to look at the red flag as a fucking stop, period.
Yeah.
You see the differences? That was my overcorrection in my journey. The 2 red signs you want to pay attention to. If you look at a red flag and you yield, a red flag is a stop.
Oh, yeah. Here's my thing. When I see red flags, I just count them hoes. Once I get to 3, I'm like, we don't ever need to talk again. Like, I'm good. I'm Gucci as fuck. Like,
And again, we're talking about a 30-something versus a 40-something turning 50 in a few months. And I don't know if that means that Tiffany will ever change. I'm not saying that she will, but you do become a little bit more, I don't want to say softer, because as you get older, you do get to a point where it's like, I don't really care. And I don't like the word care about, or the phrase, I don't care what people think. It's not that I do care what people think. I just work too hard to live in my own body to make your opinion be my opinion. I stand firm in that. We could agree. We can agree to disagree when it comes to that. Everybody gets to make the choices in their lives. But as you get older, I don't think it's about you not caring. I think it's about you just standing firm in your thought process and allowing people to be in theirs. And again, I'm embracing all people, especially when it comes to this community. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to go back and forth and get in any arena with anyone that hasn't gone through a healing journey. I'm just not going to do it. It's not judgment. It's just a way of life for me. I'm not willing to partake in any type of negotiation, conversation, debate, disagreement with someone that is not currently in a healing journey or on hiatus from a healing journey.
I 100% agree.
It's a different type of conversation.
I hold on to listen, I spend my brain bites.
Brain bites.
I have 100 brain bites.
Quietly.
If I'm talking to you and I'm spending my brain bites as I talk to you, and then once I get to like five brain bites, and we're not seeing eye to eye, there's no gray area, why would I continue to spend my brain bites having a conversation with the person? What? I'd rather just look at you and let you talk until it's quiet again.
So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So when did peace become your standard?
Probably after my military career. When I first got out the military.
What year is that?
2017.
Okay. You're almost 10 years next year. Oh.
And it took me that long to get to where I am. But when I first got out, the first thing I told myself, I looked in the mirror and I said, and this is how I told myself, you ain't never getting pregnant again. I have to look myself in the fucking mirror so I know that I mean business, because bitch, we're not doing this again. When I got out the military, I was like, you're never going to compromise who you are for fucking money. Ever.
That hits home.
And so whenever I would, like when I first got out, I was trying different shit before I got into the beauty industry. But the first time I quit a job, that was the most exhilarating shit. Because you bitches need me and y'all act like y'all don't. So guess what? What you finna do tomorrow? I don't care. I don't care, because it's not my fucking problem. But
you're gonna scare the audience. Make sure your kids are not around. She's so scary. Like, I'm scared right now. What are you about to say?
These are my inner thoughts, though. Like, this is the way I talk to myself.
Nice.
Is like, yeah, me being gentle with other people, that's for other people and their nervous systems.
I hear you.
But I talk to myself
that's
the way
of who you are.
The way my nervous system responds is, bitch, come look at me. Let me look at you for a second so I can tell you how it is. Like, we're not doing that.
Actually, Tiff, let me correct myself. I should not be calling you scary. You are a Black woman standing on your business, and there's no reason for me to create any energy around you being scary. You are just a Black woman standing on your business with conviction, and I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
So I apologize in advance, but I'm so open to feedback and I welcome it. So anybody that was offended by the fact that I keep saying Tiffany's this crazy lady, I have corrected it. She is a woman standing on her business.
I'm a passionate woman standing on my business.
And I can appreciate that. I think in life, you're depending on the big events. So I got divorced in 2022 and I had to repair my nervous system. And I didn't even know what that meant. And I've had to repair my nervous system again, and it's been different. But I think when I asked you that question, and now I'm thinking about the same question for myself, when did it become a standard? I think it's always been a standard for me. I think I just had to evolve in what my peace was, what my peace was like as someone under the age of 13, what my peace looked like when I was a teenager, what my peace looked like in my 20s. And I think today I'm going through all of those years to better understand what peace looks like for me in totality. And I'm going back to the basics. And when I think about what peace is, I have to redefine it for myself so that that's the peace that I live with for the rest of my life. And that's the piece of making sure that my body feels safe. I have clarity of my mind. My peace is aligned. My peace is not absent of problems, but it's presence of self-trust. And it's about trusting myself, protecting my peace, and not negotiating my peace.
Yeah. You know, listening to you talk through that made me realize that I didn't really know what peace felt like until I got out the military. Like, my life was chaotic.
What is it
for
like
as
in your
far
life
back
today, though? Sorry.
Peace? It's a requirement.
But what does it feel like in your body?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to sit on that because I can't really describe it. It's just one of those things that's just like, I like this.
So I'm gonna challenge you there. Just like I challenged you with R. Kelly.
Oh, God.
And what was the other thing?
Diddy.
About
Oh,
Diddy.
wait, no, you challenged me about something else.
It was R. Kelly, and then there was a thought process about something.
Yeah.
The audience should be telling us. They should be listening. I don't have time to remember.
Keep track, guys.
But where you think about when we see each other, and when you smile at me, and I go, "Why are you smiling at me?" I'm like, "You're at peace." Don't you say that?
Yes.
So
you look happy.
What does the visual look like? If you can't explain what it feels like in you, can you explain what it looks like when you see me?
It's like a glow. Like,
okay, it's not about me. Don't be consumed with me, people. But no, on a serious note, I think it's so important for us to revisit this conversation around peace because I want to be able to explain it. Because if our viewers can't verbalize it, I want them to understand how they identify it. Like, take the next couple of days and take 3 people that you care about, work with, you decide, and look at them and try to figure out their peace and what you're seeing when you look at them. Because I know on the days that you're peaceful and you're rested and all of those other things, and I know on the days that you come and you have hardship, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Because your peace has been compromised. So you can see in people when they're settled and when they're unsettled.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you, as of lately, you've been saying, like, events when I show up, you're like, I don't ever know what you're going to wear, and I don't ever, well, we know what the hair is, but we know we need to change it. We'll talk about that after we record, because she needs to get my hair under control sooner than later. But yeah, I want the audience to be thinking about what peace looks like for them, what it feels like for them, and who's the most peaceful person they know, and what does that person look like? That's my question. I finally got it out.
You know who look like they're at peace? Oprah.
Oprah does look like she's at peace.
And I don't understand it because the way that these people be dragging her.
She does.
I would be so like stressed. Like, they accuse her of so many terrible things, which, I mean,
could be true. Not
could be true.
But you know what? I don't think that's about money. Before the audience or anybody says, "Well, Oprah's," I don't think that's about.
No, it's
Oprah
not.
Is truly at peace,
right?
Yes.
Because look at Robin Williams. He had all the money he could have, and he still committed suicide. Money does not dictate joy, happiness, and peace. It's just it affords comfortability, like a lifestyle, but it's not peace. I feel like Oprah is legit like, oh, y'all don't like me? Oh, okay.
That's how, yeah.
I'm about to go on stage and talk to Ayanna Van Zandt. Like,
and, you know, I know we can't unpack that right now, but I do want us to take time, probably have more of a scripted session or podcast around talking about her book.
Ooh, okay.
That spiritual hygiene book is, I'm cover to cover right now.
And we need to spread awareness about that because
oh my God,
while we wash our ass every day, but we don't empty out that toxic shit in our brains.
So it's not funny. It's so true. And you're 100% right. So peace is not passive, Tiffany. Peace is protected.
Yes.
And peace is the new standard. Not passive. It's protected and the new standard. We'll be back next week with more real talk and real growth. Until then, stay fluent.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, release was send me. Besides the Henny, his eyes that seen plenty. Things get skinny as if Queens was a crack Jenny. Instead of diet plans, it's crack 200 grams. I pump a G-Pack, peeping for where the D's at. It's slow, looking for Rambo, the cop who got grades back in the days. Chasing niggas through my project maze. That cop, he got a death wish. He run behind niggas until you breathless. Every day he making 10 arrest shit. My nigga, check this. I know the bitch he rests with. I even blessed it. 40-10 inspected. Already checked the done is ankle. You can see it's good. Peep, he parked his Jeep in the back of the slum to check Tanisha. Fat ass real fly with the blonde Caesar. Vettantini summer gear, she pushed the two-seater. I heard she brag about the way he eat her. An Irishman, short, slim with a tan. They say he laced the Chiba. She do be looking weaker now. Her teeth are foul. Speaking loud, people style. In and out of every reefer cloud. Fat ass dissolving like cotton candy in a mouth that's starving. Rocking same gear daily like a soldier in my squadron. I heard she let Jake investigate from a window. 'Cause she's a